What's happening, YouTube? Dylan here. Listen, don't underestimate the power of your dollars in your bank. You know, we think we just spend money on shit and it just goes to these corporations and no harm, no foul. I got my thing that I needed, my service, my product, and I go on about my business. That's what happens on the surface, but you guys got to understand when you spend money with certain corporations, you gave them a little bit more power. You gave them a little bit more room to make power moves and stay in the strength that they're in. All right. It's people don't understand how much power their money has. They say money is power. And I'm giving an example of right now. Think about your politicians, right? We got these laws in place and these policies that these politicians make up, and we think we're voting on such and such things. We get together, we vote. And why do y'all think when we try to make these big changes in the laws, for example, marijuana, right? That's a thing that's taken forever to be legalized. Damn near everybody wants it legalized, but why do y'all think it's taking so long for the country to come together and make that shit legal? Why do you think that is? It's because these corporations are buying these politicians, the prison systems. You know, they're fucking shelling out bread to these politicians to make sure these laws are in place to keep prisoners coming in for these dumbass weed charges. Tobacco companies, boom, here, keep the weed illegal, man. We need money. I mean, we need this money coming in. It's like you're buying to be able to have more money coming in. It's just business. These what's another one? The pharmaceutical companies. I think we all know that they're threatened by marijuana. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one example. You know, I'm all for weed. You know what I'm saying? I'm a former weed smoker. I think there's nothing wrong with it. But these companies, either if they're not gonna beat them, or if they're not gonna join them, they gotta beat them. And so right now they're keeping that shit illegal. So they're buying these politicians to keep these policies in place to prevent the legality of marijuana. That's why I think, man, your money is more powerful than your voting, right? Where you spend your money, you're basically voting, damn near voting for these companies. So don't underestimate the power of your dollars, man. That's way more powerful than you give it credit for. That little $3 that you spend at the Starbucks, that's cool, but you don't even know what Starbucks is doing. What do they do behind closed doors? What's their agenda? You know what I'm saying? That's why me personally, man, I'm done buying like brand name shit. It's hard. I know it's hard to switch that off. I still got brand name shit in my closet right now. But me, I want to support people that I know directly. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's important to support people that are small businesses looking to come up. You know, if you got a clothing company, man, I'll shout you out, man. I'll put you on because, you know, I want to support you because I know your intentions are pretty pure. And for sure, you're not a billion-dollar company looking to make these crazy laws to make sure your business thrives even more and dominates the market even more and squeezes out the little man. You know, there's a little more purity in that, the small businessman. So I support that 100%. And I think you guys should do the same. Just be mindful of where you're spending your money at because it has more power than you guys can even imagine. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is just, I got a little small channel. I'm talking to a couple hundred people. Who knows, this shit might get onto a bigger audience one day. But I feel like this message is super important just to plant that seed in your mind and reconsider where you're spending your money at. Because, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I've been just going down these rabbit holes on YouTube myself, and it's really sickening just hearing about you know, the war on drugs and who it was started by, and I forget who it was started by, but it was a really racist dude that fucked the whole system up to the point where You know, a drug that was used for peace and happiness and love has turned for 70 years plus turned into something that was sick and got people locked up and fucking families up, all because he wrote this law into place and because he was threatened business wise. You know, it's fucking silly. We all know the weed commercials and shit back when we were kids, how bad it looked. And we know that shit ain't true, man. We got the internet. You know that shit ain't true. And it's sick, man. So I just want y'all to be mindful of your money. Spend it wisely. Don't just give your money to anybody, man. Make sure you are somewhat aware of where you're spending your money at. And I'm not saying you got to be perfect. I know we gotta go to grocery stores and shit. Who God knows where their heads at, what their intentions are about. But just be a little bit mindful of it. Keep the crazy spending to a minimum, and save yourself some money too, man. Keep your money to yourself, man. Keep the spending power to yourself. That's even more powerful. But that's it, man. Just want to drop that seed on you. Your money's more powerful than your votes. Just remember that. All right? Cool, man. If you like the video, leave a like real quick. Comment down below what you thought, what you want me to talk about next. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, man. More content on the way. And feel free to hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at Dylan Schilling. I'm going to holler at y'all next time. Peace.